Yeah, hello guys. So in previous video I discussed about basically this contact card application, and that application was completely dependent on functional components only. Means we created separate functional components and we used them to display something over the browser. So that basically that was the part related with this functional component. Now we have much idea about these functional components. So what we can do, we can go ahead and we can discuss about class based component now. And guys, again I will be making 3 or 4 videos on this particular class based component, because this class based component is there are some concept of like state and life cycle methods and everything. So I will be discussing about this class based component in detail. Then we will be moving forward and we will be creating some major projects like image search application and video search application, and those applications will be completely dependent on this class based component only. So then after that we will be discussing about concepts like hooks and everything. So this way the series will go on. And again guys, in this particular video I just want to create a very basic class based component, and in later videos I will be discussing about state and life cycle methods, because ultimately we want responsive websites, or you can say responsive applications. So that responsive applications we can get through the use of these state and life cycle methods and everything. So that we are going to discuss later. In this particular video I am basically going to convert this functional component to a class based component. So guys, let's start with this conversion part. And guys, right now you can see I've basically modified that contact card application code, and I've deleted all the files. I'm just right now using this app component, and that app component is basically a functional component, and that is returning some JSX. So that was the part with the functional component. Now I want a class based component. So guys, there are 3 rules to define these class based component. So first rule is that a class based component, while you define a class based component, it must be a JavaScript class, because as the name is suggesting you like class based component, so ultimately it is going to be a JavaScript class. So how do we define classes in JavaScript? Basically we use class keyword. So class, and again I want to name it like app, because this is our app component. So that is first rule we have we are following right now, like we have created a class app, so it is a JavaScript class now. Now the second rule is that it must extend subclass React.component. So guys, basically since we are going to create a component now, we are not going to just use a class, we are going to create a complete component. So we have to use this React.component class, that is a subclass basically that comes under the React module. So we are going to use this we are going to extend this to tell to the Babel, or you can say compiler, that we are going to create a component now. So just I'm going to write extends and React.component. So basically guys, you can see we have basically imported this React module. So inside this we are going to get this component. So right now we have created a class, and that is extending this particular what we can say component part and component subclass. Now we can put all the code inside it. So right now I'm going to delete this, and I am going to put return a statement, basically that JSX what we are returning. But again guys, now it is, you can see it is showing some error, expression required or something, because we have to follow third rule also. So that is the rule is that basically it always return a render method, and that render method is going to return some JSX. So basically instead of directly using this return statement that we were using in that functional component, means that functional components were able to return JSX directly, but here we cannot use this statement directly. We have to we are going to use this render method always, because without without using this render method, I cannot return any JSX from this particular component. So that is the third rule. So basically I've defined a render method. Now inside this render method I can return a JSX code. So basically this way I can write. Now if I save my basically save my application, so right now you can see I've got this class based component. So this was the part basically I wanted to discuss, like how can you convert, or how can you create your class based component. Basically I converted that functional component to class based component. So that is the part, how to define your class based component. Basically you are going to follow these 3 rules. First you are going to define a class, then you are going to extend that component subclass, then you are going to render basically return a render method, and that render method is going to return some JSX. So instead of directly defining this return statement, we will always use this render method to return our JSX. So that this way we define class based component. So that part is over. Now we can define React class based component, and we can use this class based component to create our application. So right now what I can do, I can even convert that contact card application to this class based component. By using this class based component, I can do the same thing that I did using that functional component. So just try to use this and just try to convert your application, that contact card application, to this class by using this class based component. Try to make the same application using this class based component, so you will be getting a much more idea about this class based component. So this was it, guys, and in next video, from next video onwards, what we are going to do, we are going to basically discuss about state and life cycle methods and everything, because that is the important part. We have to we will have to discuss those parts in detail, because ultimately we want our website to be responsive, or you can say dynamic. So that is going to be come from basically that state and lifecycle methods and everything. So okay guys, so let's end this video here, and in next video I will be discussing about state constructor and everything. So just try to convert your contact card application to but just try to create your same contact card application by the use of class based component. I hope you can do it now. Okay guys, thank you.